Hi, I'm Christie Hatman, and I'm an auctioneer and an appraiser. And the number one question that I get is, how did you learn how to talk so fast? So, yep, I get them a 7, I get them a 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 12, I get them a 15, now 50, get them a 20, not 20, now 5, 5, 20, I get them a 30. Yep, 25 here, get them a 30, now I get them a 30, I get them a 30, I get them a 40, bid 5, get them a 50, now I get them a 50, I get them a 50, I get them a 60. Yep, 55 here, get them a 60, now I get them a 65, ma'am, 65, get them a $70, 70, get them a $70. I sold it right here, $65. I started going to auctions when I was a young mother, and I was looking for a piano. But they started selling things for bargain prices, and I started buying up miscellaneous merchandise. Then I started buying antiques. Then I started researching antiques. Then I started just diving into the history of everything, and it was so fascinating to me. But I love the rhythm of the auctioneer's cadence and the sound that they made, and I thought, you know, I could do that. I could do that. So I registered for auctioneer school, and at that time they sent you a little packet with all this exciting promotional paperwork and cassette tapes. And on that cassette tape, they did these exercises. Every auctioneer did the same basic learning chant, and it went like this. I'm at a $1 bid, now 2, will you give me 2? Somebody imaginarily bids, you say, I'm at a $2 bid, now 3, will you give me 3? $3 bid, now 4, will you give me 4? $4 bid, now 5, will you give me 5? Now that was an okay chant to start on, but there was one glitch. If you stayed with that pace, that chant was asking you to repeat the bids that were already given. And if you repeat the bids that are already given, you can't keep pace if it's fast-paced bidding. If people are bidding like this and you're trying to repeat their bid, I'm at a $1 bid, now 2, $2 bid, now 3, $3 bid, now 4, $4 bid, now 5. You're having to double say everything. So I learned through auction school that auction chants evolve. And as they evolve, people get different cadences, and these chants become so different. They're as different as a singer's voice. When you turn the radio on, voices are all different. So auctioneers' chants are all different. But I do remember there was an old head auctioneer there, and I got up in front of everybody, and you know, I was young and thought I was bulletproof, and I did my little run through, and he said, are you from an auctioneering family? And I said, no, I'm not. But I took that as a great compliment, and I never forgot that. And one other thing he said in auction school that I thought was really interesting, one other thing I remember from auction school is that there was 156 students. 5 of them were women. 4 of them were there because they wanted to sell real estate at auction. There was one of them there because she wanted to sell estates and junk, and that was me. So over the last 25 years, I've made about $1.37 an hour if you want to average it out. But anyway, I remember we were in that room with 150 students, and an old boy stood up and asked that old head auctioneer, and he said, what do you do when you have an auction and you're sick? You know what that old man said? He said, when you're sick, you're not sick. Next question. I never have forgotten that. Never have forgotten that. In 25 years, I've never missed an auction because I was sick. I was doing an auction one time with a fever, and I was up in the truck, and I remember it was a long, hard day, but I remembered him saying, when you're sick, you're not sick. You've got an event, you got to be there. And I just remember that. It was a fun time. So I became an auctioneer. And back to the rapid chant. When you're wanting to take bids rapidly, you have to learn to change your chant as people bid. So you might be saying, yep, I got up a 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. They may wait a minute before they bid. You can't just keep going. You may not have a $10 bid. Yep, I got them a 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 15, now 15, get them a 15, now 20. So I learned to change rapidly. As soon as you get the bid, you need to go up to the next increment. And you can do that by saying now. So if you want to say now and bid, those are the only 2 filler words. And filler words are what you say in between the numbers when you're doing an auction. Those are the only 2 filler words that you need to have an absolutely competent chant. So you can say, yep, 5, now 10, now 10, now 10, bid 10. All I'm saying is now and bid. Yep, 5, bid 10, bid 10, bid 10, 10, 10, now 10, now 10, now 15, now 20, now 5, get up in 25, now 25, now 30, now 30. And there was a gentleman who walked past me at auction school. There was a gentleman who walked past me at auction school, and I wanted a rumble. I love the sound of those auctioneers that are like, bomb, bada, 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 bomb. I love that. Now you can do auctions like they do in England, where it's like, I bid 5,000. Do I hear 6,000? Thank you, sir. 6,000. No, 7,000. I have 6,000 in the room. Now 7,000. Thank you, sir. I have 7,000. 8,000. Gentleman's out in the back. And that's cool, but the American way of doing it, which, by the way, came from the Civil War, the Union colonels were given the job of auctioning off the spoils of the war. So that's why auctioneers have the honorary title of colonel. And I think that's an awesome name, Colonel so-and-so auctioneer. But during the Civil War, they had to auction off the spoils of the war, and that's where the rapid auctioneer cadence came to be, because auctions have been conducted for centuries. Actually, they've been conducted for millennia. They date back to Roman times. But this chant, bum ba da bum ba da bum ba da bum ba da bum, is uniquely American, and it works. It gets bidders excited, and when bidders get excited, they bid more. And when they bid more, your seller makes more money. And when the seller makes more money, you make more money. So you want your chant to be a little bit dynamic. There was another auctioneer that I heard. He was an Arkansas State Champion auctioneer. And when I heard him, I was mesmerized. I was like, what is it that he's doing? And I asked him if I could record him. And he said, sure. So I recorded him. And I listened to that tape over and over again. And I realized what he was doing. His cadence went something like this. Bum ba bum ba bum ding 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 bum ba 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 bum ding 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 dong 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 dong. There was a lot of different tones. He wasn't monotone. It wasn't bum ba 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 bum, which can be pretty good. But I want to sound like a daggum pinball machine. You know, I want to whoo, and that's how he was. It was bum ba bum ba bum bing 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 bum ba bum ba bum, and it rolled and it went. So when I was in auction school, there was an old boy who walked past me. And he sounded pretty good, and I listened to him, and he said, yep, 5, now 10, now 10, bid to buy him now. That's a pretty good filler word. Bid to buy him, now 10, now 10, bid to buy him, now 15, bid to buy him, bid to 15, now 20. But if you go bid a bit, bid a bit, bid a bit, bid a bit, very often, all those B's, it's hard to roll with that. Bid to buy him, bid to buy him, bid to buy him. Now do that 10 times in a row. Bid to buy him, bid to buy him, bid to buy him, bid to buy him, but it's not too long before you can't keep that pace. So when I recorded this Arkansas State Champion auctioneer, I listened. And somehow in his throat, as fast as he was going, he was saying, get a bum, get a bum, get a bum, get a mat, get a mat, get a bum. And I realized, get a bum, you can say that 1,000,000 times and your voice never gets tired. Get a bum, 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 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, get a bum, 3, get a bum, 4, get a bum, 5, get a 5, get a 6, get a 7. See how fast that is? If you're saying bid a bum, you can't continue that pace. So now you melt all that together, and I have an original chant. It's unique only to me. I've pulled from various different places using the word now, bid, bid a mat, get. And when you put all that together and you get in front of a live audience and you practice and you get to where you can change your chant based on when people can bid, that is the art of the auctioneer chant, and that's where everybody wants to be. So when I'm conducting an auction, it goes something like this. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have an item up for bids. Yep, I got him a 7, I got him a 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 12, I got him a $15, 50, get him a 15, get him a $15, 10, now 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 25. Yeah, 20, now I got him a 30, bid 5, got him a 30, I got him a 30, I got him a 40, bid 5, got him a 45. How about 45, 50? Yep, 50, now I got him a 50, I got him a 50, I got him a 50, I got him a 60. I'm at 50 here, 60 now, I got him a 65, I got him a 65, I got him a 65, now 70. Yep, 65 here, got him a 70, now I got him a 75, I got him a 75, I got him a 75, I got him $80. I'm at 80 here now, 5, 85, bid him a 90, bid him a 90, I got him a $100 bill. I'm at 95, I got him a $100, 100, now 100, now 10, 110, now 20, now 30, now 40, 40, 40, 140, now 50. I'm at 140, now 50, 1 and a half, I got him a 150, now I got him a 1 and a half, 150. Sold it right here, $140. So I tied all that together. And what's really fascinating, when you do become an auctioneer, you don't even think about the numbers. You don't think about the numbers. They roll out of you. It becomes a part of you. Counting by 5s, 10s, 100s. It rolls right out of you. I am literally thinking about the value of the doll that I am selling, and I'm looking at the ring man thinking about what I'm going to set in the next item for. My brain's always a step or two ahead. The numbers are rolling out of me. The one thing I cannot do is tell you what I just sold. It's gone. I'm like a computer with no memory. It goes out. So I concentrate on the item. The numbers just roll. Once you get a chant, it's as easy as breathing. I think that as an auctioneer, one of the things you really want to attain is you don't want to get bogged down repeating the bid. So like the chant I told you about in the first of this video, if hit 5, bid them a 10, 10, 10, 10, when somebody bids 10, don't waste your time. Say, I've got $10 bid, now 15. I've got $15 bid, now 20, because it slows you down. Soon as somebody bids $10, it's now 15. Soon as somebody bids 15, it's now 20. All right? Yep, I get up a 10, 10, 10, now 15, get up a 20, now 20, now 20, now 5, get up a 25, 25, get up a 30. Jump up. As soon as they bid, you're jumping up. Bid 35, 40, 50, now 50, now 5, 55, hung it up at 55. Yep, 50 now, hung it up at 55, hung it up at 55, jump in, now 55. And if it's a good auction and people are enthused, you can always insert filler words, you know. Yep, 50 now, hung it up at 55. Don't look at him, look at me. 50 now, hung it up at 55, hung it up at 55. I'll tell you when to quit. 50 now, hung it up at 55. Are you done? 50 now, hung it up at 55, hung it up at 55. Sold at 50 bucks. You can work it all in. So auctioneering is a craft. It's an art. You have to work at it. You can't slack on your practice, but it's a unique industry, and some of the best can be found on YouTube. There's a lot of talent out there, so it's just fun to search around. Once again, I am Christie Hatman. You can see us on Facebook, and also be looking for our next video where I'm going to give you a tutorial on some auction exercises and how to begin your own chant. Thanks for watching.